Hello and welcome to another Monday morning messages. If you see, I've got the microphone, and everybody who's listening to me on the podcast, I am double doing this. So if you've seen this before, everybody, I am recording this live from my Facebook video. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. So if you're listening to the podcast, I do this every Monday morning on Facebook. So I thought it would be awesome if I recorded this because sometimes we have some great messages, and I was like, dang it, I should have recorded that so podcast listeners can listen in. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. It's Monday again. I can't believe it. The weekend went by way too fast. Hello, Brenda. Hello, everybody. I did have a good weekend. And now I have kids starting school on Wednesday, so back to a hectic week. So thank you guys for joining. We had whirlwind of the past few weeks with energies that came in and our kind of like new moon and full moon and the solar eclipse and everything that had came in. Hello from Italy. Hello, Terry. We miss you. I'm glad you're having fun. Hello from Australia. Oh my gosh, so many people. Oh, that's awesome. So many people from all over. So we had a whirlwind of the past couple weeks. And I was sitting here and I'm like, okay, Spirit, what do I need to talk to about everybody? Or what do I need to talk about? What's the, slow down. What is the message this morning? I pulled this card. It says listen. It's from the master deck. And I thought it was kind of funny because I was like, okay, I've been so busy and going, and especially when we go into weeks of where not all of you, but some of you your kids are going back to school, and it's hustle and bustle, and with the energies that we had, like probably for the past month, we have summer and it's always so busy, and then sometimes we don't stop and we don't listen. And Spirit's asking you, from the highs that we had for the past couple weeks and the energy and the intensity, to put these new energies in place in your system, to stop and to listen. Listen to your guidance. Listen to your direction. And they said, listen to your heart. We've had, hold on, slow down. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to stress this whole listening this week because Spirit's really pushing not only me, as I'm going to have to sit here and channel after this for like a couple hours and meditate and just kind of get into my zen. As opportunities come and new situations unfold, it is extremely important to listen. Okay. There was a lot of you guys that did your intentions for the new moon, that did your letting go and really wanting to not repeat patterns is what Spirit is telling me. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. You guys really are not wanting to repeat those patterns and really be done with things that no longer serve you is the best way I can describe. So I don't know exactly what everybody said, but they said a majority, because they go like this in a group, you guys have been really working on, I really want to step forward in a new foot. So congratulations on that. And as you continue to step forward in that new direction, it is important to listen. Okay, all right. I know a lot of you guys, like I said, I'm using this school because we kind of get into routines, and I know some of you guys aren't starting until September, but let's set this up early because Spirit goes, set up a routine where you can have, okay, I know. They go quiet time, alone time, preferably in the morning. It doesn't have to be long. It's 10 to 15 minutes to kind of reset, charge your batteries. I always hear this and everyone's like, well, set your alarm, when I used to work outside the home. Set your alarm 15, minutes early to get up early. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I need my sleep. I need those extra 10, 15 minutes. So I'm asking for like a better way than setting your alarm super early. I keep seeing like in the shower as you get ready in the morning. If that's taking an extra long shower, I know that's like, try to take a few minutes here and there so you can have this 10 to 15 minutes to sit quietly or sit in the shower or take an easier route to work where you can sit and just listen and be. Okay. Gathering all your thoughts. Setting an intention. Okay, so after you set and gather all your thoughts and you set an intention for the day, that's great. And then now, what actions are you going to take to make this into play? So what actions are you going to take to actually set these in motion? So not only setting an intention and gathering your thoughts, but okay, how am I going to make this in play? So it's almost pre-setting the energy for your day on feelings, actions, maybe situations arrive that you are going to create. So it's not only gathering and setting an intention, it's taking action. Okay, so there's a 3-step process Spirit's wanting you to take. So you're not just, oh, that's great, I'm going to have a great day, and then completely lose it when your boss comes in and like flipping out or your children start screaming at each other. So it's like, and if something were to arise, this is how I'm going to do it. So it's not just, I'm going to feel great and everything's going to be butterflies and unicorns. And then all of a sudden you turn around and somebody's blowing up behind you or traffic's awful, okay? So it's not that. It's if this were to change, or I'm going to continue to do this by this. Okay, so they're like, well, what's the example? If somebody comes in and the energy starts going, I'm just going to use energy as broad, starts filling off, I'm going to keep the mindset that I have the power. Saying your mantra, I am confident. I resist conflict. That one's a good one. I no longer take on other people's energy. I stand up in a wall and a barrier of reflectant mirrors where energy and people's opinions of me reflect off. I no longer take on the emotions of others. And then, okay, so somebody obviously is working on their diet. I continue to feel strong and empowered because I'm being fueled by food from Mother Earth because they're showing me vegetables. I am able to stand in my power and use my words to help and to heal. So those are little things that you may have to use in when you're in work, using as you're gathering your thoughts and setting your intentions. It's always easy to gather your thoughts and say, I'm going to have this kind of day. And then when we come in contact with other people, sometimes that kind of throws us off course. So set your intentions and then let's put this in action. Just not think it, actually apply these into your everyday life, okay? So when you use those 10 to 15 minutes, if you're feeling guided and wanting to do meditation, that's fine, but make sure there's action pieces here, because these energies that have came in are pushing us forward to take action. Spirit can only give us the things we are asking for, but we must apply them to our life. We have free will, and they are offering us assistance, but we have to put those in motion, if you understand what I'm saying. So life is a gift. And our angelic, our past loved ones, God, Jesus, and the Masters, and beyond, will continue helping us if we ask. But we also have to take what we're asking and use and help. And it's like when we talk about co-creating and law of attraction, we also have to work. It's not easy, and it's not something that just comes to us. You have to apply these into action. So it's kind of like a 3-step process. We're here, we're listening. It's almost like pause, gathering your thoughts, and then taking action. So as we continue to apply these to our life, this is when we start stepping into flow. This is when we start stepping into the ease. This is when we start, if you want to say create and move like water, this is how you co-create with God, with our Creator, with Source, whatever you want to name it. Yes, do not forget that you're not alone. It's like this. I talked about this in my other videos. When we have a partnership, our energies kind of move together. Move and in sync with spirit, the same as you do with a physical partner. It's a give and take with spirit. They're always giving and giving, and we have to take, but we have to apply. We just can't sit. And I am guilty of this because sometimes I tend to be a little lazy. Now you know my hidden secret. Sometimes it looks like it's easy just to sit here and channel, I get all this information, and sometimes I don't apply it to my everyday life. So as much as this is a message for you, this is a message for me. When you get guidance, when you hear and you listen to something, you're like, wow, that's really great. Yeah, slow down. It's funny because I'm going to use Kim as an example because she just came on and she's going to be like, what did I miss? You have to go like this. And then Jamie, this is funny. This is a sign for both of you guys and me, but I'm going to talk about you guys instead. Okay. So they've got guidance. Kim and both Jamie have gotten guidance to write a book. And they keep getting the message, and Spirit keeps getting the message. And they're like, oh. And everybody thinks like of a book. This is my Bible. This is the only thing I can do. This is my Bible here. So you think of a book and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to write this many pages. And you start getting, your mind starts kind of running out of control. Of seeing this huge thing and hurdles and obstacles, and maybe, writing was never your thing. And that's why I posted that in the page about that woman who said some teacher, if you haven't scroll down on the video and on my page, and she's talked about how her teacher said she was the worst English I don't remember what it was, but anyway, how she had got talked down to her whole entire life, and then she has, I think, written 5 or 10 books or something. I don't know. So I Spirit saying you have this ability in you. Instead of thinking at the end piece, which we all do, any situation, I'm going to use this writing book. It's like this huge obstacle, this huge thing. And we always think about how are we going to get from here to here, A to Z. We always think about the beginning and then getting to the end. But we never enjoy the journey in the middle.